Are we experiencing a real estate cool down? Are home values increasing or are they decreasing? We'll talk about it all. Stay tuned. So there has been a lot of talk about this current real estate market. Is it slowing down? Are values starting to decrease? Are sellers still anxious to put the properties on the market? Are buyers kind of sitting the sidelines? So we'll kind of talk about where the numbers are at now based off the information that we've gotten from national news and the National Association of Realtors. So in May, active listings were up 8%. All right, that's the first increase that we've seen since June of 2019. So that's telling me that we're starting to get more inventory creeping into the market. All right, not at a very high level, but there should be more options for buyers as they start to move through that buying process. So that's a good thing that we're starting to get more inventory and more options. Homeowners are still anxious to sell, but there's still only half as many homes available as there were, 2 years ago or pre-pandemic levels. Demand is still very high, supply is still very low. Although we saw that 8% increase in active listings, in the grand scheme of things, we're still far, far behind in terms of, how much inventory is still in the market. But seeing those increases makes me feel more comfortable with saying we should see more inventory as we head into the coming months and going into 2023. So we're still seeing multiple offers. We're still seeing homes sell above asking price, but just not as aggressive as we've seen in the past 6 months. And that's because interest rates are going up. And that's playing a major part in that cool down that we're seeing. Median home prices are still up 17.6% year to year and are up around 34% compared to last month. So values are still going up, that's for sure. The cost to finance a house is up about 50%, and that's because we saw that huge jump in interest rates where we were back in January, March. We were looking around the 3% range. Now we're in the mid fives. We'll probably see 6 into the next coming months. So what that does is, pretty much doubles your monthly payment. So that's where we see the increase there. So if you were a buyer and you were expecting to kind of put the pause on the buying process because you thought values were going to go down, I hate to break it to you, but you're wrong. Values are still going to go up. Now they're not going to go up as aggressive as they've been. And like I said, that is because interest rates are so high. So I think we'll see a cool down in that year-to-year appreciation when it comes to your home value. But all in all, values are still going to go up. It's not like they're going to dramatically drop. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. All my information is in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And looking forward to hearing from you guys. Have a good one. So I thought we were going to be done, but as soon as I stopped recording, we ended up getting some news that interest rates have gone up again. We are officially at a 6 handle on a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, according to Mortgage News Daily. So we are officially at a 6.13% for the 30-year fixed rate. And according to COO Matthew Graham, we are seeing anywhere from 5.625% with big down payments, so probably like 30% or more, as high as 6.375 with no points down. So if you are buying a house around $400,000 at the beginning of this year, that would have probably cost you around $1,400. It will now cost you around $1,945 per month. So obviously that is a drastic difference. So I think that is just going to play more into the cool down effect that we talked about earlier. As interest rates rise and home values rise, you may see some buyers kind of sit the sideline. That will allow for more inventory to flood into the market. The more inventory you have, the less competition you're going to have on offers. The less competition you'll have will kind of slow down the amount that people are willing to go over. The asking price will then in turn slow down the year-to-year appreciation. So I don't think home values are going to fall. I just think we're going to see a slowdown in that year-to-year gain that we see. So if you're selling, does it necessarily mean you should pump the brakes? No. Right now, we are still very low on inventory, and we still have a lot of demand in the market, so it hasn't quite caught up yet. This is probably going to be a few months down the line, so does not necessarily mean, even though a few months down the line that you're if you're willing to sell, that it's going to change much. But you're probably not going to have the 10 to 15 offers on your property with buyers going $80,000 to $100,000 above the asking price. And so if you're still looking to sell, go ahead, do so. You'll still likely get over asking price and still have multiple offers. If you're buying and you have to buy now, it is still a solid time. Go ahead and do what you got to do. But if you don't have to buy, maybe you want to sit the sideline for a little bit and just kind of see if you have more options. So it'll be interesting to see where the market goes, as we head into the fall and in the winter. Are we going to see a drastic change, or is it going to be more of a slower change as we go into the next year? So if you guys have any questions, I can elaborate a little more. Everyone's situation is slightly different, so we could sit down and put a game plan together and how to achieve whatever real estate goals you have. All right, so just wanted to drop that real quick with you guys, and like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.